Hi, I'm Rick, and this is the Whisky Zone, a convenient place to hang out and celebrate the spirit of the spirit together. For this gathering, I've opened a unique creation from a prominent Hebridean distiller. It's the Bunnahabhain 2013 Banyuls wine cask finish from the Bunnahabhain Distillery, the northernmost distiller of whiskey on the Scottish Isle of Islay. If you're like me, the first question you may have about this whiskey is, what the heck is Banyuls wine? Now, I admit, as a Northern Californian with easy access to Napa and Sonoma wines, I'm not too much of a European wine drinker, so I had to do some research. Banyuls, it turns out, is a French wine produced in a Mediterranean seaside area of the country, and it is a fortified sweet dessert wine, so you can get a clue as to the influence it might have on a whiskey spirit. After spending 7 years in ex-bourbon hogsheads, it spent its final 3 years getting finished in those Banyuls wine casks. And the alcohol level here is a bit on the robust side at 54.2% ABV. And like all Bunnahabhain releases, this one is non-chill filtered and has no color added, because Bunnahabhain doesn't mess around. It's got an attractive natural amber, polished mahogany look to it that it pulled from those casks. And some thick, beady legs that don't seem to be in any rush to make their way down the glass. So let's see what the nose reveals. Wow, this is nice. Full-bodied fruit, cherries, flat ginger ale, prune juice, and malty cereal. Moving on to the taste. I get the wine. A nice warming spice. Vanilla bean, like vanilla bean scrapings, when you use the back of the knife right out of the pod. Figs. Licorice that's been singed on an open flame, dipped in singed maple syrup. Root beer, but not just any root beer, Henry Weinhardt's root beer. And creme brulee, 54.2% ABV, has just enough alcohol burn to modify it a bit with a few drops of water. The water opens up the fruit, if that's possible. Pomegranates. And more of the sweet wine notes. Cinnamon on buttered toast. Like a sweet wine sangria. And cotton candy. There's a medium-length finish here that starts with sugary sweetness on the lips and then moves a nice chunk of that sweetness inside the mouth. I'm left with double bubble bubblegum, wood, strawberry shortcake, and spiced vanilla bean sugar. Okay, let's be honest here. You can't finish a non-peated whiskey in a fortified wine cask and expect to come out with something that isn't a dessert whiskey. So, is this a dessert whiskey? Well, it is sweet, but it's got some tremendous complexity too. And while I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of wine finishes with my whiskey, I found the word wow coming out of my mouth a lot while drinking this one. Bunnahabhain's distillery manager, Andrew Brown, did a masterful job of creating something special here. At this point, you'll have to scramble to find a bottle, but I recommend that you start scrambling now. I'm giving the Bunnahabhain Banyuls wine cask finish release an enthusiastic 10-finger pour. Thank you for the privilege of spending this time together as I examined the Banyuls wine cask finish from the Bunnahabhain Distillery. If this got your whiskey curiosity up, then uncork that curiosity at the Whisky Zone companion website. And if you want to help out, I have a suggestion. Just hit subscribe, like, comment, or share. So until next time, drink smart, stay safe, and we'll see you again in the Whisky Zone.